box.
Vampire!
Yeah, the man is too weak. What a bad, what an enemy, what a fuck is it? Like difficulty. Is difficulty to expert massive. There's no sunset. Here to the wrong shape, like. Cause we the Django. The DLC. They'll come with basic and watch what's
This one has something sweet for the fellow traveler, if it entices.
This must be skooma.
The finest skooma, the sweetest moon sugar, at a fair price, of course. Yeah, that's not going to happen. You're dead.
I'm on your side!
Damn it. Damn fucking damn, I died. God damn it. Fucking bullshit. What the fuck were you all about here?
I 7,000 steps indeed. Next time they need to build it closer to the ground.
What are you doing that for?
Don't think you can barter with me like one of those damned shopkeepers.
Google's had a video right there is kind of PC. I know they made a puzzle thing. That's awesome. Yeah, telltale sign. I'm following that man. Follow. There's a wolf. There's a fox. Brutal. Oh, damn it, that's fucking brutal.
Burn it! Burn the vampire!
Niggas not living, dude. There's only body time.
I'll make you pay!
It's really it's one of my... stress or something. No, not mad. What the fuck? Like a good way to make money in this game is so shit. Oh, fuck the man. Oh, fucking did it again. save scan game. It's just game. Good guy and fucking time, man. Oh, she put back to fuck. Your last fireplace burning. Super empty. Even allowed for the guy to use all for the guy and it still stands up. It's all over the glasses. That's going to the mask. It's just like really red day too. It's just horrible. It's deep. You know, still says my fast. So it takes time. You don't have to wait for 2 years for a game that should go now. They would take so long. Expensive. I'm so sick.
The mercy of Stendar does not extend to Daedra worshippers.
Oh, Daedra. I don't live in the fucking demonic creatures. Yeah, I don't know what place to join the Empire or the old folks for the first one class. It was like fucking 4 in the morning. Got jump, because we moved fast, it was a lot more fast than like, my speed is
Don't like those eyes you got. He is the god of mercy, the patron of order and justice for all of Tamriel. We bring his compassion where none can be found, And any other abominations that... But Daedra are the worst. Their
Could be
callous
honest.
disregard for our lives is a... Yes. Our order was founded after the... We're quartered in the Hall of the Vigilant. Keeper Carset heads Skyrim's branch of our order there, providing healing and justice.
Interesting. You might do a shooter right there. Just that way. Just wait. I was gonna ask you I don't want to kill enemies to get feeling, because eventually the game higher levels plus. This is RPG, just like Pokemon. But for adults. We both male agreement to like real quick take ET. Let's go, dude. Well, I don't have a can. I don't know if it's supposed to see an ornament. Let's see, please. That's what I keep that ornament. We're playing the base game. No Blazing Code content, no mods. Base game. That's all I'm doing. Just a disc. And whatever updates you put on the game. They use that's a lot of money on they use 11 70 but 108. I never played it.
So, why'd you join the Stormcloaks?
I don't want some snotty elf telling me what gods I can and can't worship.
That doesn't know how the more they're gonna be. They're just control themselves so stick to those factors. Each other. dead. You only be level 14. It's fucking good. That was bad. PC losing. There's no DLC with PC.
I may have roots in Cyrodiil, but Skyrim's as much my home as any Nords. The Empire is in shambles. They've built the worst.
Oh, you dead. He had saved a lot here, that's just really come into it. Anyway. Elder Scrolls is 25 years old now. It's been around that way for a long time. They go to the same time. How long is Halo? Halo. Don't play Asphalt. I don't like it. I'm mindful, I don't want to be busy in this game, so it's good past, I'm gonna play this
Greetings, brother. You look weary. I have something to help you relax. The finest skooma, the sweetest moon sugar. Ah, snitch, eh? Can't have you running to any guards now, can I? You're as good as dead.
Burn the vampire!
I've been playing this game a year and a half, pretty much, and I never beat it, guys, because I just on PC, I have on Steam, special edition. Playing it, just So, it's just long. Falling away, man. It's falling away. Oh, she's a woman.
May the gods what? Do I get to keep it? Ah, just kidding.
Oh, we can kill it.
Let's go.
Let's give yourself. Yeah, that's a nice landline. It's so bright. Why can't you go that way? What the fuck is that I'm supposed to go to? What was it? It's on the PC. It's on wherever it is. There we go. I see. Yeah, go up. What was it? Yeah, very good.
Walk always in the light, or we will. Your skin's as pale as the snow. You scared of sunlight or something? Wherever the Daedra hide, the Vigil of Stendar will cast them into the light.
Move.
Mercy on you!
For yourself, and then it's the same fucking way, dude. We got class. Sorry, class. That's what I wanted. It was in dark and shotgun.
The mercy of Stendar does not extend to Daedra worship. You speak to a vigilant of Stendar. Cavort with any Daedra. We will hunt you down. The vigil will be watching you.
I don't know what I have. Maybe there's like a cave going to or something. Yeah, glitch. It's like a funny old fucking engine that they use for these games. They use the same engine for like fucking like 90s, 80s, 80s, late 80s, or 80s. Early 90s, I don't fucking know. It goes north and then it's confusing. Hell yeah, there's a fucking cave actually to go to. Canyon. There will always be a stairway. Oh, yeah, but walking down the path.
You here to join the Dawn Guard too? Truth is, I'm a little nervous. I've never been in anything like this before. I hope you don't mind if I walk up with you. Hey, don't tell Isran I was afraid to meet him by myself. Not the best first impression for a new vampire hunter, I guess. You've probably killed lots of vampires, huh? I'm sure Isran will sign you right up. I'm not sure he'll take me. I hope so. That must be it. Fort Dawn Guard. Wow. Bigger than I expected.
There's a castle I have to go to. And then we'll discuss some PC games. They give you like a quad full and it's a quest and it's easy quest to get into it. Like that. Whatever.
You there. The Dawn Guard is looking for anyone willing to fight against the growing vampire menace.
Oh,
what do you say? We're vampire hunters. We search out and destroy those blood-sucking scum wherever we find them. You're not paying attention then, like almost everyone else around here. Haven't you heard that the Hall of the Vigilance was destroyed by vampires? They never took the threat seriously, and now they paid the price. The Vigilance mostly hunt down Daedra worshippers, which is why they got torn to pieces when they went up against vampires. That's why our leader, Isran, is re-establishing the Dawn Guard. Real, serious vampire hunters. Ha! Isran's going to like you. He's up the hill in the fort. He'll decide if you're Dawn Guard material. Report to Isran at Fort Dawn Guard. Never seen a crossbow before, eh? Not surprised. Kind of a Dawn... Here, take this one and give it a try. You'll want to get to know how to use it if you really plan to join the Dawn Guard. I lost 2 wives to vampires. I will avenge them. It's good to know that I will not have to do it alone. I'm glad this Dawn Guard exists. All right, then.
I heard what's going on. Vampires, the Dawn Guard...
Isran will just... I'll tell you, the only thing more surprising than hearing from Isran after all these years was hearing that he wanted my help. I immediately realized things must be pretty bad. Looks like I was right.
You wrote it.
I have. There was a time years ago when their hearts are in the right place, of course. We left together, but that partnership didn't last very long. I didn't agree with some of his methods. Go on inside. Isran will want to talk to you.
Why are you here, Tola? The Vigilance and I were finished with each other a long time ago.
You know why I'm here. The Vigilance are under attack everywhere. The vampires are much more dangerous than we believed.
And now you want to come running to safety with the Dawn Guard. Is that it? I remember Keeper Carset telling me repeatedly that Fort Dawn Guard is a crumbling ruin. Not worth the expense and manpower to repair. And now that you've stirred up the vampires against you, you come begging for my protection.
Isran, Carset is dead. The Hall of the Vigilance, everyone, they're all dead. You were right, we were wrong. Isn't that enough for you?
Yes, well, I never wanted any of this to happen. I tried to warn all of you. I am sorry, you know. So who are you? What do you want? You heard right. I'm glad word's finally starting to get around. But that means it won't be long before the vampires start to take notice as well. First thing is to get this fort back into shape. Right now, a vampire could... But I have something for you. Tolan was telling me about some cave the Vigilants were poking around in. Seemed to think it was related to these recent vampire attacks. I knew it would come to this one. Well, at least you're smart enough to want to learn more. I'll show you what I can. This, originally owned by the Jarl of Riften back in the Second Era. It was a bit of... I'm trying to put it to good use. There's only one. When it comes to vampires, if you're sloppy or careless, you're dead. I've lasted this long because I don't. We hunt down. In the old days, then people stopped taking the threat seriously. The Dawn. Now I'm trying to re-establish the Dawn Guard. Take the fight. Tolan, tell him about, what was it? Dim Hollow. Watch your back.
Yes, that's it. Dim Hollow Crypt. Brother Adelwald was sure it held some long-lost vampire artifact of some kind. We didn't listen to him any more than we did Isran. He was at the hall.
You go ahead. I'll talk to Isran and...
That's good enough for me. Go see what the vampires were looking for at this Dim Hollow Crypt. Feel free to poke around the fort and take what you need. There isn't much yet, but you're welcome to anything you can use.
Wait as long as you see.
I'll meet you at Dim Hollow. I'll meet you in Dim Hollow Crypt. I owe these vampires. Brother Adelwald had been there not long ago. Said he found... It must have been important to the vampires as well, for them to risk an open attack on the Vigilants. Of course there are. Most of us spend our lives as nomads. I wish I could say how many we numbered, but only a privileged few knew that. They're dead. Yes. By destroying it, vampires hope to cripple our Order's activities in Skyrim. I suspect now it was Brother Adelwald's journals they were after. The Hall was a place of respite. Most of our learning could be found there. But, of course, those days are gone now. Stendar Watcher would never trade. I know what you think.
Isran found something for you to do, eh? I thought he'd like you. Good luck.
This better be good.
You know who say Waterfed, Julia, I'm not supposed to take all the way. I'm not taking yours this thing. You'll have to beat this one, please. It's further, even though I never could beat it. Really good at bees. I think there's more potions. Swimming my head this weekend. It is not the late night. Class, relief. We might imperial mail.
Hand over your valuables, or I'll gut you like a fish. Yes, I'm not going to ask again. Don't you walk away from me. Never should have come here. Until next time.
Experience. That's all it is. I don't really know. I don't know what new old school game is going to take place. Maybe the game before Ohio, but not else, but not yet at least. It really has been 25 years since Arena. I tried playing Arena on PC. It's so shitty. There's not even, you have to expect to move your kids to straight fucking shoot. Those, see them all the way, and have to do joysticks.
Vampires!
I'm on level 15, man. Dude, level up.
My money's on the big one.
Another fight. I'm staying out of this.
Someone do something.
What is going on?
Those fools are actually fighting.
Hmm? I've never seen the old this upset about anything. The city really gets to it.
Well met, friend. Need something? Maven Blackbriar, the matriarch of the family, represents everything that's wrong with this. She's bribed countless officials, has friends back in the Empire. I've tried everything I can to... Well, there is England Blackbriar, Maven's daughter. Then you have Hemming, Maven's son. Spoiled brat and heir to her empire. He fought... And finally, Sibi, the worst of all of them. He's in Riften jail for murder.
Sure.
Make it quick. I'll teach you how to use it effectively and keep you quick. Are you serious? The war is tearing the land apart. The dragons have returned seeking... If I were you, I'd pack up and get out of here before you end up in one of those burial cairns. They'd stop at nothing. The Ratway's too good a... There are ruins soon. If I were you, I'd keep my feet dry and
Heard
stay up
about
here.
you and your
Come back when
wells.
you're ready to spend more gold.
Is there something I can do for you?
Why hire a common soldier to protect you when you can have a master of the arcane?
Rumlin. Yeah, what do you want? Maven Blackbriar wants me to keep the mead flowing, and that's what I aim to do, despite all these lazy good-for-nothings that work for us. Ever since I took over, and if the meadery is profitable, I'll get rich. Get the picture? Lady Maven could buy or sell anyone in Skyrim. I wouldn't be surprised. She's always welcome in Mistveil Keep. And between, I'd also warn you not to cross her. She employs quite a few. I'm selling the best meat in town for cheap. Messy problems. How do you think I get my hands on the good stuff and offer it so cheap? You think old Maven is just giving it away to anyone? Good thing she makes so much money. Makes it easier for merchandise like this to fall through the cracks. No, friend. You got it all wrong. I'm not selling cheap meat. I sell cases of it for half of what the inns and taverns pay through the meadery. All I need is someone to deliver it for me. If anyone saw me leave Riften, they get suspicious.
Why don't they listen to me?
I need someone to take this small keg of Blackbriar mead to Wilhelm at the Villimer Inn in Arverstead. Drop it off, and he'll trade you something for the delivery. Keep it as payment for the legwork. Oh, and if you bump into Indaren from... Good. Now get going. Nothing but the best. Best of all, you don't have to pay the ridiculous prices Maven. Suit yourself. If you change your mind, I'll be around. Have I told you about Valen, my dear?
I love when you spin that yarn. Gets better every time you add.
Yeah, what do you want? If this is about the 6 Imperial guards before they dragged him into the prison.
Was this before or after the Mythic Dong attacked the Emperor and Valen single-handedly fought them off? Just shut up and...
Glad to see you finally came to your senses. Ready to make some coin? Until next we meet.
Need a drink? You go to the P&B bar.
Come to see Ballerman perform miracles with steel, eh?
There's fine steel at the scorch with hammer.
Salts
Fancy
will
new
do.
blade.
The forge knows the difference.
I'd have to wait because nothing new. I'd wait till the shops open up.
What is it? Dragons?
Buy some armor.
Fancy yourself the adventuring type, eh? It's just as well. I doubt your combat
I presume you're
prowess
bothering
will
me
go
for a good
valuable in
reason.
battle anyway.
Of course. Nothing gets done without my approval in this city. Anyone makes trouble for me and I pay a visit to the Thieves Guild. Make me angry and I contact the Dark Brotherhood. You do well to remember that the next time you make such a stupid observation.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from the realm.
Can I help you? If you're looking for a bed, this is the wrong place. You looking for something or what? This heap of matchsticks is what everyone calls Helga's bunkhouse. Can you stay here? The bunkhouse is for the working man, not some sort of luxury inn for tourists. Of course not. You expect me to take care of... My niece Svana helps me with the chores. She'd be more help if she kept her head out of the clouds. She's been with me ever since her parents were killed by bandits and she was dropped in my lap. There's a college in Winterhold that teaches magic.
Sorry
It's very
about this.
secretive,
Work?
though, and you know how people
I suppose you
hate
can call it that.
secrets.
I call it slavery. I work my fingers to... Ever since my parents died and Helga took me in, it's been a nightmare. So now I'm stuck living here, while those pigs she calls customers grope me and say the most awful things. It's not just the work, it's everything about her. She's disgusting. Do you know she slept with 3 different men in the last month alone? What kind of woman would do such a thing? Just for once, I'd like to see her squirm. Actually, there is. But I don't think I could get away with doing it. She'd kill me if she found out. You see, I happen to know, after she makes love, she gives her partner a token of her affection, called a Mark of Dibella. If you confront her with 3 of the marks, she'd be so embarrassed. Well, I don't know what You need to get the marks of Dibella from Boli, Hofgrir, and Indaren. Not sure how you're going to do that, but try. Then just confront Helga with them, and the rest works itself out.
Hello, quest.
If
Try
you're
and
looking
get
for a
those
bed
marks without...
This is the
Silence,
wrong
please.
place.
I don't want to be responsible for their deaths.
I lose class. Oh, it's a whole movie. I go to 3 different places. Oh, the guys.
Welcome. Allow me to recommend the Blackbriar Mead, the purest brew in all of Skyrim. We serve only the best. She's an absolute pleasure to work for. In fact, I almost feel guilty accepting pay from her. Why, just this last week, I was commenting to my fellow meadery workers just how lucky we are to be working for such a charitable family. Okay, look, if I'm caught saying anything bad about the I'm the 4th person to work the tasting counter in the last year. Just take my advice, and just... Lady Maven's been developing the secret recipe for Blackbriar mead over the last several decades. She uses a very secret blend of spices, fresh honey... Even when you get to the last sip in your flagon, it'll taste... Damn it. Look, just don't say anything to Maven, will you? I've spent weeks trying to get that right, and if she sees how stupid I am, she'll get rid of it. Yeah, fired. Sure, that's what I meant. Yes?
I'm the brewmaster around here. What did you want? Good. I'm quite busy. Need something, or can I get back to... You're crazy. How dare you make such an accusation? You aren't making any sense. Hand what over? If word gets around that I betted her, they'll lose all respect for me at the meeting. Take the mark if you want it. It's not worth all this hassle anyway.
It's not on my forehead.
Aye, I suspected as much, but I've never been able to catch that little sneak with proof. That fetcher! I gave him the same. Oh, he'll rot in prison for this one, I promise you. Here, take this as a bit of a reward for nabbing our little thief. Good. Now maybe I can get back to work. Azura's wisdom to you, friend.
Free money.
Hey, don't look at me that way. Who are you to judge me? Maramal thinks he's so smart. Tells me that Mara will cleanse the filth from my blood. Huh. What does he know?
I presume you're bothering me.
Your skin's as pale as the snow. You scared of sunlight or something?
New in town. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'd never sleep with anyone besides my good wife, Drifa. Look, it was one night, okay? I think she slipped something in my drink. Just take this damn thing. I never want to see it again. Remember to give at the temple.
Gems, potions...
Well met, friend. How can I help you?
Fresh meats and produce. Get them before they're gone.
Last guy is outside. I have to get the mark on him.
Got horses that need shoeing, so... Huh? What are you talking about? I don't even know what that is. I don't want a bad reputation in Riften, but Helga's out of control. She wanted to try it in the stables, so I said yes. If you want the mark that badly, then go ahead and take it. Been stuck. I've been riding horses since I was a lad. Nothing I liked more. And one day, I was drunker than I've ever been and mounted a poor colt. Broke his back in two. Haven't ridden since.
Need a ride?
Can I help you? If you're looking for a bed? What? How? Where did you get these? No, don't tell me. I don't want to know. Look, we need to keep this quiet, between you and me, okay? No one else needs to know about it. If word got out that I'm practicing my Debellan arts in Riften, they'll run me out of town. Here, take this and don't mention a word of this to anyone, especially Svanna. I don't know why I bother.
Any luck getting the marks from those men?
You looking for something or what?
Sorry about the mess. Keeping this place clean is quite a chore.
Yes?
Sure, I'm a dirty beggar. Why would you want to even speak to me?
Well,
To oblivion with all of you!
You
Rich
My
piles
food
of
is the
dung walking
best
by
in
us
all
like
of
we're not there,
Skyrim.
pretending we don't exist.
Today it was collected. Be careful looking for those two.
Can I help you?
I'd appreciate it if you'd keep your hands to yourself. Oh, I know. Isn't it wonderful? I bet she squirmed like a skeever when you pulled him out of your pocket. I think things are going to be a lot different around here from now on. And I have you to thank for it. Here, I want you to have this. It was my father's, but I'm certain you'll put it to good use. Sure, leave. Not like you can. Anyway.
You shouldn't leave weapons laying around. Someone could get hurt. And if I see you do it again, that someone will be you. Have I made myself clear? See that it doesn't happen again.
Like a giant. Only a mere 20 gold coins, and all this could be yours.
The fairest prices and the highest quality in Skyrim.
Everything all right?
Rare trinkets and the finest oddities from Morrowind.
This place has seen better. Where's my head? I swear if I wasn't around, Elgrim would forget to eat his meals. How we make any coin at all? In fact, I need to arrange for someone to pick up an ore sample for me in Shore's stone. Goodness knows Elgrim won't lift a finger to do it. You would? Speak to Filnyar in Shore's stone. He's got some sort of ore sample he wants us to identify and was willing to pay us well for it. When Elgrim said we were setting up shop down here, I told him he would catch his death. The dirt, the moisture, it's disgusting. Who wants to spend their life living like a skeever? But that old bellyacre just fed me some nonsense about light ruining his mixtures and being close to the water. Ah, have you managed? I know how to mix a few basic. I wish Elgrim had spent... He's been gushing about how talented Ingen is at alchemy. He'd never say it to her face. That...
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
Jewelry with legendary Argonian craftsmanship. Greetings, honored friend. Could I interest you in some fine jewelry?
Glad to see you finally came to your senses. Ready to make some coin?
Did you get that purchase agreement to Markarth?
New around Riften? Take my advice.
Can I interest you in some fine goods from Morrowind? See for yourself. I may be Dark Elf by birth, but I was raised for reasons I'm still trying to discover. I ended up orphaned, then taken in by a kindly Argonian. I hope one day to find out what happened to me, how I ended up like that. Keep your eyes to the road.
You looking for something or what? I don't know why I bothered.
If you're looking for a handout, you'll want to speak with my husband. Bolly's around somewhere, planning to feed the poor with his nonsense about Mara.
Working at the Riften Fishery is tough. I ought to put some coin in my pocket.
Gems, potions, exotic ingredients, I'll have them all.
Heard about you and your honeyed words.
Stand fire! Victory! Solongar! I'll bury you! Sure, have mercy on you!
I hope you haven't arrived here looking for work in the mine. It's about time. I sent them a letter weeks ago. Ah, that Elgrim. He'd forget his own pants if his wife didn't help him dress. Here you go. Tell Half-York that she can chip off whatever she thinks is a fair trade for their time. Red Belly Mine gets its name from the red mist filling the place. You get used to it after a while. No idea what's causing it, though. Sure, It's full of spiders, that's what's wrong. I'm worried that they'll come out. Yeah, they're... What's the point in protecting this place? Tell you what, keep to your word. Moved right in and made themselves at home. Did it overnight. I'm not even sure exactly where they came from. No one's been hurt yet, and they seem to be staying in the mine. If we can't get back into the mine, our town is sunk. Red Belly is supposed to be now. Then, right, I want to know what I'm dealing with before I start tearing it out of the ground. I don't want to be responsible for sending you to your death. Be careful of the line.
Disrespect the law.
They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King with his voice, shouted him apart.
Have you managed to...
You here for lessons like Ingen? Well, the moisture in the air is better for the ingredients. It isn't every day that you get your hands on fresh. It also makes it easier to gather water. Besides, I also prefer the quiet. Hardly. In fact, I don't know how I got... My wife, half York, well, she's a... Then there's Ingen Blackbriar.
This place
bright
has
young
seen...
thing and a
Wait,
worthy apprentice.
thank you.
When she isn't wasting
Here,
my rare ingredients.
I had him make you a few things for all that travel. Don't forget us if you need supplies for your journey.